Things that happened since I've been trusting in God. I'm getting evicted this Wednesday. I have $600 left to my name. I broke up with a boy I was with for 5 years. I don't have a job. I get rejected by many jobs. I feel like an idiot for obeying God when he told me to quit my freaking job. Because now it's like, I'm sleeping on my mom's sofa. This is my car. But yet God has blessed me with a 2-bedroom apartment that I'm supposed to be moving in this week. How am I going to maintain this? I don't know. The job I went to interview for today is not something I would want to do. They basically was like, hey, I'll get back with you sometime whenever, even though I was hoping to start tomorrow. I am dependent on a job more than God. I've never asked God to reveal what my dream job will be. Basically, y'all, everything is pretty much falling apart to fall in place. Trusting in God is not pretty sometimes. I'm telling you, sometimes it can be hell. I literally feel like Job right now. Everything got taken away from him, but it got replaced. So how do you know when God is moving within your life, right? I'm going to give y'all some signs that God is pushing you and moving you into your destiny, into your purpose, okay? When the will of God is involved, God will usually ask you to do things that you don't want to do. When we allow the will of God to unfold within our life through obedience of saying yes, God is going to do exactly what he say. It's not going to be how you expect, but he going to do what he say. When the will of God is moving within your life, you're going to go through these things, okay? You're going to feel like you're failing or you have failed. You're going to feel rejected. You're going to be rejected. Rejected from things that you had high hopes for. Rejected. A no. You're going to start having doubts and begin to feel as if God ain't moving in your life, or God don't hear you, God don't see you. You will begin to question God and question yourself. You will begin to say, did I make the right choice by saying yes to God? Did I make the right choice with trusting in God? You will begin to feel overwhelmed, depressed, hopeless, frustrated. Oh my gosh. You will begin to question your obedience. You will begin to say, did I make the right decision by listening and obeying God? Because everything around me is saying, you dumb. You ain't make the right choice. You're failing. You're a failure. Rejection. Nope. So did I really make the right decision with giving my yes to God? Let me tell you something. When you say yes to the will of God, God will move within your destiny. When you say yes to the will of God, God is going to move in your destiny and what you were created to do before you were even born. Another sign that God is moving within your destiny, within your life, is you will begin to say, did God really say that? Did I make the right choice? Oh my gosh, like, why did I do that? Let me tell you something. God not only moves in the area that we are expecting him to move in. See, God moved through changing our perspective of who we are and our value, right? Because God works within our worth, okay? He's not going to place you somewhere that's below you. He's going to place you somewhere so you can see that you are above that, okay? So God worked through changing your perspective for you to see who you are, your value, your worth. God moves in that. Let me tell you something. God is calling you higher. Period. God is calling you higher. God moves and he works within our worth, okay? God is doing multiple things. He's not only changing your mindset and how you look at yourself, but he's also changing how you view your worth, how you view yourself, your value of yourself. God is also moving in that. Let me tell you something. God gonna allow you to struggle until you give him a yes. God is not the God of cycles. God wants to give us the desires of our hearts, okay? He wants us to live the life we desire. And often the life he desires for us is a life we don't even think is possible for us. So trust in God. Give him a yes. I just want to come on here with a word of encouragement, and that's simply that God is so loyal to us. He's the same last year, last month, next year, next month. God is the same. God has never turned his back on you. He's never wandered off to do his own thing. When I tell you that God is so committed to your life and he's so committed to your happiness, he's so committed to the plans that he had for you. Before he laid the foundations of the earth, he had you in mind. He had you in mind to give you a life worth living. When I tell y'all that God go before you, around this time last year, I was struggling trying to figure out how did God bless me with a 2-bedroom apartment when I didn't have no job. And I was looking at the giants that was around me that I forgot who was walking in it with me. And to this year, right now, today where I'm at, God has sustained me. So when I tell y'all that God go before you, he go before you. He's not against you. He wants you to obey him. He wants you to submit yourself to him. Baby, you better marry God. You better marry God, because God ain't playing. He's not playing with you. And I'm learning, oh my gosh, God, I have to be serious with you, because you have always shown me how serious you is about me, even in my sin, even in my wrong, even when I was smoking, even when I was acting all crazy, you still always made a way for me. So what more would he do if you commit yourself to him?